So I don't see LeBron going anywhere. So give me like all the point records. I'll bet all of the point records. And I'll also bet LeBron to win another chip. I think he's going to find a way somewhere to win a championship. Probably not with Anthony Davis, though.
I can't even picture a year where LeBron James retires. The level that he plays at every single season, moving into his 40s, he legitimately could play at a competitive level until he's 45 years old, unless injuries really start to creep in and just destroy everything. I could also see him playing for like 2 more teams, really, and I could see him retiring with the Lakers. Like, LeBron, to me, is a wild card on how he finishes.
As we are talking about this, though, and I'm saying, like, I'm going to take it easy, I'm going to bet the dunk contest right now.
Are you?
I'm going to bet I want to bet Jaylen Brown to win the dunk contest, I decided. Why else is Jaylen Brown going to participate in the dunk contest unless he has some good stuff? I don't even know if this is the best price. I'm a terrible host, I guess, but I'm going to bet 5. I found a 5-1 for Jaylen Brown. And I'm just going to bet it. Give me a little Jaylen Brown dunk contest winner. Why else is he going to participate? The only thing I worry about, and I made this joke already last night, his handles. Is he going to dribble the ball off his damn leg?
Yeah.
But, maybe he's got revenge on the mind after his last 2 performances in the playoffs. Yeah, I'll take some Jaylen Brown. Why not?
Trying to put aside any kind of bias and speak as objectively as I humanly possibly can, I think Illinois is built for single elimination basketball in a tournament setting. It's a team that presents all kinds of mismatches, in particular Coleman Hawkins, who technically is a 5, but he can play every single spot on the floor, and arguably he's the best passer that this squad has. I mean, he's more or less a point forward, a point center, if you will. At 6'10", he can sit out along the arc and knock down shots comfortably as well. Terrence Shannon is back. He's resembling the player pre-suspension that was a midseason All-American candidate, one that is attacking the rim, getting a lot of and one opportunities. He was a guy that's really shooting the 3 extraordinarily well here the last couple of games. We know how stiff and stout he is as a defender. And Marcus Damask is a guy that, my buddy Stephen Bartle would say reeks of being gay when he comes to the gym and steps on the floor, because he's got an old man game to him. He plays that booty ball, backs you down style, and that fadeaway jumper is downright lethal and a very good defender in his own right. So Illinois has adequate depth, but they, are playing even their, B-plus level of defense due to their extraordinary offensive efficiency, and the numbers really spell it out. It's not just my blurry eyes that see it. I think they're a team with the right draw can make a very deep run in the tournament. No, they checked out. The Buckeyes stink, guys. Right. That note is cracked. Yeah. Brutus is not going to be able to revive himself in any way, shape, or form. I watched my Illini utterly destroy them about 2 weeks ago, and I kept hearing drums in the background. I'm like, they have drummers at the Ohio State game? I don't think I've ever recalled that. Oh, I know why I hear them. Maybe they were there before, but you couldn't because the place was packed. There was nobody there. It was just ricocheting off the walls inside the arena, and you could hear them being played there on Peacock. So, Ohio State offensively has got all kinds of problems. Defensively as well, they're just fundamentally flawed in every way, shape, and form. And as a result, Chris Holtmann got a one-way ticket out of Columbus. I thought this move, honestly, would come at the end of the year, not with 3-4 weeks remaining here in the regular season. But it opens the door wide for them to have conversations. The AD are there at the Final Four. So I think they're going to be swift in who they go after. And it's going to be a big name because it is the Ohio State. Have to say that for copyright reasons. Otherwise, they're going to sue me. So they're going to, give somebody a big fat bag and get an elite coaching talent. We'll see who that is, and we'll see who's interested. But they're going to turn this thing around, I think, relatively quickly. Just you're not going to see any positive signs, I think, rest of season.
Like, this is all anybody's talking about, the number 1 overall pick in the draft for the Bears. Should they trade it? Do they keep it? What would you do? Who would you want number 1 overall coming up in the draft for Chicago to change that whole thing around?
Well, for me, it's a no-brainer. You go ahead and draft Marvin Harrison Jr., and people out there
Damn.
saying that you don't draft a wide receiver number 1 overall. Why can't you draft a wide receiver as dynamic and as talented as Marvin Harrison Jr., number 1 overall? Your need for the Bears is not at the quarterback position. And let me say this, and this is why I say this, because when are we going to stop this cycle in Chicago? And I'm a Chicago guy through and through, born and raised in the city. I'm a Bears fan. But when are we going to stop this cycle when it comes to, okay, well, this quarterback didn't work out after 2, maybe 3 seasons. Let's go ahead and draft another quarterback. Oh, that quarterback didn't work out. Let's go ahead and draft another quarterback. You keep resetting what some people say the quarterback room, and you're going to find yourself continuing trying to catch up, not only in your own division, where it feels like teams have made leaps and bounds going back to the Vikings last year and what they were able to do, but definitely the Packers this season, and for sure the Detroit Lions, who were just in the NFC Championship. You have to stay 10 toes down. So I'm thinking with Ryan Poles in this position as overseer and leader of this Bears team, you have to say, you know what? Not only is Justin Fields' job on the line when it comes to us staying 10 toes down with him, but my job is on the line because I'm putting trust in you that I believe in you. You have to go out there and prove it. So you know what I'm going to do as the GM of this team? I'm going to put great weapons around you. So you throw Marvin Harrison Jr. into that receiving core with DJ Moore. You're looking at a team that is very scary on the outside, and you just fill in the other pieces that you have with your other draft picks. Maybe if you want to go offensive line, if you really want to shock the world and add some more firepower, try and see if Brock Bowers from Georgia is available, if you can get that guy in your top 10 picks. So that would be something that I would love to see for this Bears team. Caleb Williams, he's a great talent, but I do not need him, and we do not need him in Chicago. You want to make sure that Justin Fields has the weapons around him to be a dynamic quarterback, which I believe he already is, but he's been able to do so much with so less. One from the offensive line. You look at the receiving group last year. I mean, Darnell Mooney was wide receiver 1 for the Chicago Bears. Are we serious? And you expect Justin Fields to be productive with Darnell Mooney as wide receiver 1? And it's no disrespect to Darnell Mooney. He's not that dude. But if he's wide receiver 3, maybe even wide receiver 4, you have a better dynamic and really can utilize what he does. So I'm looking for the Bears to draft Marvin Harrison Jr., number 1 overall, move away from Caleb Williams. You see already Washington positioning themselves with the number 2 overall pick to draft Caleb Williams by hiring his former college coach in Cliff Kingsbury as the offensive coordinator. So you got to stay with your team and build around Justin Fields. So that's what I would do as GM of the Chicago Bears.